So you are the one who gets to tell your mind what is true and not. Your mind's work is to remind you what it's aware of, what it's most familiar with. It's doing its work, let it do it. Once it's done with its work, your work is to tell your mind that no, we are not going that way again. We are not getting into those behavioral patterns. We are not getting into dwelling on those triggers and spirals and anxiety. Okay, good, you're reminding me because this is something you're familiar with. I appreciate it, but we are going this way now. This is not my identity anymore. Remind your mind of your new identity. Okay, and your new identity can be anything. If you're working on your self concept, being confident, valuing yourself, knowing how to set boundaries, or you're working on generating business, sales, wealth, money, hike, a salary hike, a new job, anything, your work in this fourth step is to remind your brain, not listen to it. It's doing its work to tell you what it's familiar with. Okay, that's not for you to, okay, fine, that's familiar for us, so we'll be that way. No, your mind is then to tell it your new identity and your new story. That is your opportunity and your moment. Once you've stabilized yourself, to remind your mind, where are we going next? You are the one who decides the destination. And your mind has to go there with you. Okay? Your mind is not separate from you, a separate entity that is trying to hurt you or is partial with you, or a decision making authority who tells you you can get this, you can get this, but you can't get this because with this you have had past negative experiences. So we will just stay in those experiences. I don't want you to get this. No one is talking like that. Your brain is not communicating with you like that. It's doing nothing actually. Okay, so look at it in a very practical approach, that I decide, I tell you where we are going, and I'm going to make you familiar with this. Now I know you're familiar with something else. Physically talk to yourself like this, like to your mind. I know you're familiar with something else, but we are going to change our way now because we should experience something better and healthier. So this is where I'm going to take you now, and I'll ensure you get familiar with this too. Don't worry, I'll take you there so much by living in the end state and doing techniques. I'll make you familiar with it so much that this will be your new story now. And then going forward, you will keep reminding me of this, not what happened in the past, not the fears that might happen in the future. So these are the kind of reminders you need to give yourself as the fourth step, where you're telling your mind what to do and you're reminding yourself of your own capabilities and power. I have the capability to change this experience. My past triggers do not define me. They cannot dictate my present and future. And I will not dwell on something that has not taken place. I cannot anticipate fears about the future that my anxiety is trying to do. If I need to anticipate something, I'm going to get into better, healthier stories.